This is another exciting coming attraction. Elon Musk of Tesla raised some excitement about this recently, I think in 2013, when he issued a challenge to build and make open source collaboration on Hyperloop. I think many of you probably heard about it. This is a schematic of how one would imagine it. So when Elon Musk wrote Hyperloop Alpha, a paper challenging the world to accelerate the development of a functional Hyperloop system, a group of engineering students from Delft University dived into it, enter the competition for the best pod design. The Delft team placed second to the MIT team. 10 of the 33-member team took off a year and are building a pod to compete with the other winners on Musk's Hyperloop test track in Hawthorne, California. Virgin Brandhoff? His company is also building Hyperloop and has a test site like this, test track. The idea is again not new necessarily, so like wind and solar and electric cars, Hyperloop also was tried in some form before. So this is the beach pneumatic transit that was an underground rail car that high-powered fans moved. So idea is really to create channels where you reduce the air friction so much that you gain massively in speed and also in fuel efficiency. And New York also used to move mail through several miles using this underground tunnel of vacuum chambers. So in 1897, New York City began mailing letters via underground pneumatic tubes. The people who operated them were called rocketeers. How about that? Okay, and the buildings, fancy buildings, had fancy looking mail chutes as well. You can see the tunnel here where the on any floor you would drop your mail and it would make it to the mailbox and then either picked up by the mail carrier or whatever else happens. But now the trash chutes still exist. They're not so much vacuum, but at least reduced pressure. So the idea of the Hyperloop is really to have a tunnel that is reduced to near vacuum, so as low as 100 Pascal. And remember the atmosphere is at about 1,000, so you are bringing it down a lot, so that reduces the air drag. If you have put your hand out of the car while moving, you realize how much pressure you feel. So at sea level, the faster you go, the higher the air drag, and it can almost become as heavy as water when you move fast enough. And to have levitating pods which seat people, with material used for this has to be light as well, like carbon fiber, which can be lighter than the passengers that it's carrying, and it shouldn't touch any of the sides, and when it makes turns it can exert tremendous amount of G's that you would feel. So one has to be careful about that, and people are very anxious about riding these dark tunnels because they feel there is no escape. But the new designs include emergency brakes, escape doors which can take you to the emergency exits, and so on and so forth. And everything seems to be on track for Hyperloop to become at least experimentally operational at some level. The ideas being proposed are like this: expected travel time net in the Hyperloop for typical hypothetical Hyperloop connections with a maximum speed of 1,200 kilometers per hour. That's faster than a jet. Jets typically go around 800 or so, 900. So this is really, really, really fast. So they are slowly accelerated with electric propellers of some sort. So the energy required for these compared to EVs and other in the air transportation is 90 to 95% lower. So you are saving a lot on energy, of course. So Bratislava to Vienna, a distance of 55 kilometers to be covered in 5 minutes. in the tube. Dubai to Abu Dhabi, 130 kilometers to be covered in 9 minutes. Helsinki to Stockholm, 400 kilometers to be covered in just 22 minutes. LA to San Francisco, 560 kilometers to be covered in just 30 minutes. You can imagine just how stunning that would be. What else can I say? So this is an exciting thing on its way, definitely a coming attraction, and there is a lot of research and actual experimentation going on with actual track by Tesla, by Virgin, and by other players in the game. So it's very likely that we're going to see something soon implemented, let's say between Washington and Baltimore, or LA and San Francisco, or any of these European and Middle Eastern routes. And even in India there are small experimental tracks set up for trying the Hyperloop. So Hyperloop, definitely watch out for it.